Hey, collective earth, air, fire, and water signs. Oh, welcome. This is going to be brief. I'm not going to take my time. I'm just going to get the message out. We're going to take a look at what is blocking your transformation at this time. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let me moisturize my hands. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this session to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding. There was a direct message that I had, and I just have to be obedient. I'm going to tell you the direct message, and then we're going to start the session. The direct message that I was tapping into when I was eating a piece of chicken was that there is someone who is in a full blown relationship, but they are pretending that they're not in a relationship. And the person that whom they are trying to be in a relationship with outside of the person that they are in a relationship with, but they're trying to make people think that they're not in a relationship. The person of their interest currently, they're trying to convince to them that they are single and they are not. They're in a full blown relationship. I just wanted to advise you to let you know. So, off the bat, whoever this person is, they're playing games or they're deceitful and they're a liar and they cheat. So, I just wanted to let you know. All right. Something is going on with my thing. Why is it? Okay, there it goes. I was like, where's my things? All right. All right. Aries. What is blocking Aries transformation, please? What is blocking Aries transformation? If you are new, welcome. Make sure that you subscribe so you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. If you're returning, may you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. Keep in mind that this is a general session, not a personal. So do not force any channel messages. If you're another zodiac sign and you resonate with another zodiac sign, it's either you're dealing with that zodiac sign or you have those placements. What is blocking Aries transformation? You have gratitude here. So the question I have for you, Aries, the fact that this session is focused on what's blocking your transformation, nothing is good enough. Nothing is good enough, and you look good. All right, you look good in everyone else's eyes. You don't seem like you're lacking anything, but whatever it is that has your attention is making you feel like you're lacking something. And that is what's blocking your transformation. So the transformation that I see, Aries, that you need to transform into is gratitude, being appreciative of what you do have and not worried about what you don't have. You have to appreciate what you have currently, and then you may realize what it is that you're seeking or desiring doesn't fulfill you like what you already are sitting on. Hold on, let me make sure. Are you outside? Hmm. Aries. Um, uh, this is a different type of crown here that this person is holding. And I'm trying to see, is this crown on this person's head or is this crown in the tree and they're just under it? When it comes to your nature, you're always going to be a seeker. You're always going to seek, but that's your blockage. The fact that you are not paying attention to uh, You're not paying attention to everything that's outside of you that serves you. I have another question, Aries. Are you where you want to be? Because if you're not where you want to be, why are you forcing yourself to stay? That's something to think about. If you're not where you want to be, why are you forcing yourself to stay? And also what I see is here, what serves you may not be who you want it from. You may desire to be served elsewhere. So what's blocking your transformation is being present in your current moment, right? It could be worse. Anything else? Clarity. You're not understanding why someone else. Listen, Aries. What? Oh gosh, this is complicated. Let me go ahead and just say it, Aries. You know what? You don't know what the next person is going through to have what they have. You have this person, you're thinking that someone else is getting good treatment, and you don't even know what's going on in that house. You only are seeing the surface of what's going on in that house. This house is a front. And the person that you're thinking is living a better life than you're outside being treated like royalty. And this person is inside, and they want what you want, and you want what someone else wants. But so just to give you a piece of mind, Aries, you're doing better than this person that's inside. Okay? They're being forced to do things that they don't want to do. So some things is best to not know about. And it just feels like the things that you are desiring at this time, Aries, that you're lusting after a desire that's not for you. Strength. So Aries, it looks like you're going to get up and leave where you don't want to be, where you don't want to be. But by you getting up and leave, you know, you're heading into disaster on top of the weight that you are pulling with you. Curiosity is coming through. You're thinking about turning back around. The day you turn back around to go back where you come from is when you realize who you are. And there is a possibility that someone else be in your seat. Yeah. What? Tell me about this growth. Whoever this is that's in your seat, they can't they could never amount to you. They can't be you. Okay. Uh, I'll just say this. When it comes to religion, there's more darkness and secrets behind the closed doors of religion. And whoever this is that has your seat, Aries, they get their stripes from the things that has been hidden, has been swept under the rug. So as long as this person is obedient Dreamer. Everyone wants your seat. The transformation is you recognizing who you are. The blockage is lusting for a desire that is not set fit for you, because you don't know the requirements to have that desire or to maintain that desire. It's like this person with the clarity on the surface, it looks like they're living good, but if you go inside the house, actually they're living the bare minimum. They're barely making it. Independence. You only have one enemy, and that's yourself, Aries. No, you get to choose how you want to show up to the world, Aries. Who this person that has Aries seat, do they get to keep the seat? Mm. Whoever this person that has your seat, Aries, they're gonna run away. When they're gonna run away, I don't know. They're gonna run away. Ambition here. Whoever this is that's going to end up running away because they can't no longer be obedient. What people don't see is that when you had the seat, you didn't have any rules. You were able to be outside and to be served in public. And whatever journey that you're getting ready to go on, it's going to force you to look back. And when you look back, that's when you start practicing. That's when you recognize what you had, and you become grateful. And in that grateful, you are enlightened of who you are, and your knowing of who you are is what's going to help you navigate your decisions and the directions that you take. Sometimes you will betray yourself, Aries, and that's just because it comes with the territory of independence. You know, you win some and you lose some. And when you lose, it's going to make you stronger, not weaker. This person that currently was chosen to have your spot, they were not chosen to be treated how you were treated. They were chosen to be treated how people wanted to treat you. So this person went through many experiences that were things that were not humane, and they were obedient and silent, and they're going to run away if they haven't done so far. I do see you leaving your weight somewhere else. Where? I don't know where that is. but it is somewhere where you have to defend for yourself. You're not the same person, Aries, or you will not be the same person. Compassion and patience. The end result here is submitting yourself versus accepting your assignment and being committed and marrying all that is. It's like, are you going to choose to marry source, or are you going to choose to be submit to man? And it just feels like if you submit to man, you still get to keep your independence. Let me clarify. Eagerness is deceptive. You will not have your independence. Tell me about this patience. Is the independence over there? Aim. That's how you get out. Aries. I don't know what that means. That's how you get out. By marrying source. Hope. I don't see anything blocking your transformations besides you lusting for something you're not ready for, something that's not for you, something that you're not willing to pay the price for. That's what I see in these cards, Aries, when it comes to transformation. Okay. Give me a guide. What's the overall message for Aries? Overall message for Aries. Self-love. You know what? Source loves you, Aries. And I think that's where the blockage could be, is you're wanting human touch. And unfortunately, source can bring people into your life, but when it comes to your journey, I don't see. This is hope. What does self-love entail? I don't see anybody. 47. That will show up for you in this way. So your assignment is self-love. 47. It says, Aries, you are being called to align with your true nature and consciously create a life that reflects, soothes, and supports your unique soul. And it showed in the beginning that you do have that, but you don't see it. You're seeking something else that is not for you. And it's like you're going to go through unnecessary, but it elevates you when it comes to levels of commitment. Those who are eager and trying to move fast, they are deceptive. That's how you know if someone is for you or not. When it comes to your commitment to source, source is going to show you many things, not just about yourself, but about others. So when it comes to your transformations, Aries, your transformation is connected to your nature. And the only enemy, like I said, that I saw was your own self, but it makes you stronger when you betray yourself. And I hope that doesn't, hurt your feelings. It's just, you betray yourself, but it makes you stronger. And realizing what you have. Just know this, Aries, you're not the only one. Nature has your back. Gaia, to be specific, Gaia has your back. Okay, Aries. All right. What's the I am message for Aries so we can move on? Success. It says, I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart, the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity, nature, wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now, and I succeed in my life. Aries, the blockage is people. You trust source, but you don't trust people. All right. Taurus, let's see what messages come out for you. What's blocking Taurus's transformation? What's blocking Taurus's transformation? You have destiny up in the air. Yeah. Taurus, we have access to tools, Taurus, that will assist us to get what we want. But unfortunately, what you failed to realize was your nakedness is what was the past for you to be able to go on this experience when it comes to your destiny. Unfortunately, Taurus, you're taking things too far. You've taken things too far, and you know what that means. You have grace here. This is my Father, I have sinned card, right? Confession. The confession here is when it comes to your rights on how you go about things are the choices that you make, Taurus. Majority of your choices if people knew how you make your choices, people would have a different trajectory about you. And so what's done behind closed doors is done behind closed doors. And when it comes to the things that happen behind closed doors, around of grace. And value grace owns you. Here, Taurus is you sold yourself short. That's blocking your transformation, is the fact that you sold yourself short. Why did Taurus sell themselves short? Expectations. You were doing what you were told. Whoever you listen to, they sold themselves short too. So their intention was to trap you too. You didn't have to be trapped. Your nakedness was your past. Aries, but we can't go back into the past, right? It's kind of like you got to keep pressing forward. It is what it is. Now, what do we do now? What does Aries do now? Okay, something about the soul here. I don't know. Taurus, when you feel like something hasn't completed, or when something doesn't go right, do you feel a warm sensation, or do you feel a hot sensation, or do you feel how hot ice, how they say you can't touch hot ice? Does it feel like hot ice, hot like a flame, or warm like a warm hug? If it feels like hot ice, that's torment. If it feels like fire, fire you can't touch with your hand, that's torment. If it feels like a warm sensation like a hug, that's grace. Tell me about this emotion. Restraint. Yeah, there's no running around. There's no running around there's no running away from the truth. And I don't want to expose you. I'm about to call you Capricorn, Taurus. I'll just keep it simple and sweet. It's not about this playing out. There's no getting out of this one. Commitment, see? There's no getting out of this. A deal's a deal. Clarify expectations, please. Adaptation, I mean. Maybe you can summons that, Taurus, where you take it to the council and you say, hey, I was tricked. I was only doing what I was instructed to do. That's what comes with the game. Before you play the game, you ask what the rules are. And when you ask for the rules, you also ask for the fine print. That's why you don't sign a contract. You don't just be quick to sign a contract, Taurus. So what's blocking you is this contract here. What does Taurus need to do to cancel out this contract? Hope. Hope is Aquarius energy. And Aquarius can help you get out of this contract. You can't destiny swap either, Taurus. You did that already. New start. What happens behind closed doors, Taurus? There's only so much you can feed. Because there's this thing, if you feed, it's like if you feed too much, it will kill you. If you don't feed, it'll kill you. It's kind of like just a drop. Just a drop is enough. A drop. A drop. Growth in reverse. Goodness. What is this? Revelation in reverse. Yeah. This Aquarius can help you get out of this contract, but unfortunately, Taurus, you have some dark intentions that, you're thinking that you can practice those dark intentions. If you're not willing to let go of those dark intentions, like strength. And Aquarius can remove all of this contract that you have. But unfortunately, Taurus, I'm just going to have to tell you like I see it. You're not willing to stop whatever you're doing in the darkness. Give me, I really don't like this, because if you don't feed, Taurus, there is a possession spirit that's going to eat at you. It's going to torment you. And I don't want to say that in a negative way or to scare you, because you've already signed the contract, so you already know what comes with the territory. It just feels like this feeding, I don't know what you're doing, to be honest. So I will acknowledge that you were tricked, but unfortunately, that's what happened. You have closure here, change, guardian angel. You're being asked, Taurus, if you want this contract, you have to be an angel of light. You have to get out of this contract. You have to sign a new contract of being an angel gang, angel of light type stuff. Like, you can't do anything that consists of darkness or anything like that. So that's what I have to tell you. When it comes to this closure, Taurus, I know this session is like out of my element. I'm being obedient and doing what divine told me to do. And then we're going to move on. So it says, Taurus, it says closure opens the way for the best possibilities to support to enter. So in order for help to come through, you have to make a commitment to being an angel of light. I get it that you were tricked, but necessarily that's put the truth on the table, Taurus. You are already doing with destiny up in the air. You are already trying to cheat the game. All right. And whoever this person is that tricked you, right? Where you sold yourself short. So the only thing that I see that's blocking your transformation of becoming this angel of light is your feeding and your practices that are dark. That's what I see. All right, Taurus, those are your messages. Gemini, what message do you have for Gemini? What is blocking Gemini's transformation? What's blocking Gemini's transformation? Yeah, that's what I see. You know how they go to the Catholic Church and they go to confession. It's like, Father, I have sinned. It's like the priest knows that everyone who comes to confession, they know that they have sinned. And it's like Taurus. Hold on, Gemini. Taurus. What are you going to be? An angel of light, a saint, a sinner, a worker for the devil himself? Are you trying to orchestrate your own evil? I don't know what that is. When it comes to feeding, you know, I, I can look into it, but unfortunately, this is not a personal. It's not. So um, I'm on thin ice already. Because believe me, the watchers, I don't even know if they're gonna allow this video to process. To be honest with you, that's one thing that you guys don't know. I want to say the past 30 days, I have the clearance to tell you this. The past 30 days, after I do a live, I have to wait on them to approve my lives. When they start doing that, okay? So I have guidelines too. So I'm not a whistleblower. I don't even know how to whistle. But what I will say is I'm here to serve you, Taurus, and I have your best interests at heart. So you need to choose. Are you going to be a sinner, a saint, uh, a, an angel of light, or I don't know what this is. It's some type of, I don't know. It's like I'm trying to find a way to explain it to you because I'm not allowed to. And the dog done got out, and I'm like, I'm not supposed to be chasing no dog. My babysitting is done. I'm not babysitting. So the dog got out. I know the dog's good. Oh well. All right, Gemini. You have joy and clarity and balance. You're being asked to wait, Gemini, is because what you think is going to say is going to be your saving grace. You know, it's going to be your saving grace, but I don't think you're ready to be content, Gemini. And it feels like what you're getting ready, what you deem as what you would think is joy, it slows you down. You get everything you want. It's this. Let me just tell you how I see it. It's kind of like someone who's at the bottom of the food chain, and you're barely making it, and you get this opportunity for your life to be changed around. You get the car, you get the home, you get the clothes, you get the money, and now you have everything that you want. and now you're looking for fulfillment. And it's like, you know, I'm happy, but I'm not happy. I have everything that I want now. And that's why you're being asked to slow down. Don't be so quick to go into the world of joy when you already have joy within yourself. So you need to experience the joy within yourself before going into the world of joy, because the world of joy is everything that you desire. And you have to then find ways to keep that joy going, and you can get consumed by the joy, the light of joy. With this clarity here, you know, be mindful, because you have people who look up to you, Gemini. You know, people, not just about them wanting what you have. When it comes to commitment, your commitment will come with a lot of pain, Gemini. A lot of bruises and scars. So what you deem as saving grace is not saving grace. Hold. So what's blocking your transformation is this false reality of the world of joy, which is, it's false. This is a fake world of joy. Someone's trying to reel you into an imitation, a counterfeit, basically. So you're being asked not to fall for this counterfeit world of joy, because it's not real. It's a trap. You have compassion, time, and expectations. All right. Despite of any deformities in your life or within yourself, when it comes to commitment, you're being asked to go on a journey independently with no expectations. Clarify time, guidance. You're gifted, Gemini. Expectations, love. It's something about yourself that causes you to make impulsive decisions. Clarify joy and compassion together, please. Independence. So, Gemini, one of the blockages is if you continue to choose to just believe anyone who says that they're going to be there for you and that they got you and that they want to help you or they want to turn your life around, or someone who says they have an opportunity for you and you already know based off of life experiences up to this point that it's bullshit. If you accept and keep going along with those plans, you're going to keep on, you eventually are going to, how do I say this? You are going to break yourself down to the point to where your beauty is dismantled. Your attraction will be dismantled, and it's no one's fault but yours. You need to regain your independence, which is your transformation. And the blockages is being fooled by the first person that says, hey, Gemini, there's this opportunity. Hey, Gemini, let me help you. Hey, Gemini, I got you. It's like you already know that it's false fulfillment. So stop doing that. Stop accepting those proposals that doesn't serve you any good. Okay. Build a relationship with yourself. And again, be mindful. People are watching you. You have revelation here. Something from your past is going to resurface, Gemini. What else? Growth. And whatever this is that resurfaces from your past, this is one of those moments where it could break you down or it can build you up. And I hope, Gemini, you allow it to build you up instead of breaking you down. So whenever you feel impulsive and thinking that something is going to be a blessing or a good outcome or a good opportunity, just pause. And no one's saying say no, but don't go jump in the broom. Don't go saying yes to anything. Don't, for those of you who are trapped, my Geminis that are trapped in the streets, you can get out. You can reclaim your independence. Freedom came out, and I didn't even see that. Okay. You are free and you are attractive. Don't allow your scars to tell your story. Allow your scars to build you up. Don't allow your scars to tear you down. All right. You have freedom here. Yeah, some of you are runners, and you know what that is. Um, so, for those of you who are runners, you're realizing that the only people that are experiencing the joy and happiness are the ones who benefit from you running, right? You don't you get the bare minimum. You may get some scraps. That's about it. But you don't get the profit. So some of you are ready to change the trajectory of your life, but the blockage is your independence and being comfortable in your skin again. When it comes to freedom here, 54. Examine your life honestly today. To what and whom are you staying connected out of fear of change and lack of confidence and vision that sometimes something better is waiting for you? So stop holding on to false hope. Stop being devoted to a trap that you know that is a trap. Everyone's trap is different. Okay, Gemini. For some of my Geminis, your blockage is loving yourself again. But the hope here is this freedom. All right, just one moment. Just give me a moment. Let me step away for a minute. I'm not sitting here and working. I don't know why he moved that damn wood to let him out. Oh, did my knee just pop like that? Mm. All right, Cancer. I was supposed to stop my readings at 5 o'clock. Mm. Let's go ahead and finish this, and then I'll do what I need to do. All right. What is blocking Cancer's transformation? What is blocking Cancer's transformation? What is blocking my Cancer's transformation? I will say this, Cancer, this is new for me. This is so new for me. I'm just being obedient in regards to how I'm being told to deliver the message, because yeah. All right. For Cancer, what's blocking Cancer's transformation? You have guidance here. All right. So you're a guide, Cancer. Did you know that, Cancer? I'm talking to a Cancer where you are a guide. You have High Priestess energy. It's either High Priestess, Hierophant. Yeah. You know a lot. I don't think you know what kind of power you possess. You have new start here. Oh. And you have destiny here. Let's slow down. Let's slow down here. We have to slow down. We definitely have to slow down. Because it feels like you feel like you're being forced to do something that you don't want to do. No one's operating in your gifts is your free will, Cancer. You don't know who you are, Cancer. That's what's blocking you. Why doesn't Cancer know who they are? Cancer doesn't know who they are. You have friendship, confidence, recovery, and choices because of life, because of your upbringing in your life. I believe that you know that you're gifted. And Cancer, I do see someone controlling you. Confidence is your enemy in this situation. And the reason why your confidence betrays you all the time is because you're coming off as too innocent. You're a seer as well. That's why I see the High Priestess, the Hierophant as well. You can't hide, Cancer, who you are, but you don't know who you are. That's the thing. Clarify this guidance, please. Dance. Yeah. When it comes to your upbringing, there was a hold placed on you. Meaning there's something that you're supposed to do for this hold to be released off of you, Cancer. No one can tell you how to remove it. And I see that if you Don't be afraid of what life has to offer. That will remove the hold. You don't like to be forced to do anything that you don't want to do. It feels like when you reach your boiling point, the power that you possess is very destructive. And I don't think you know what goes on behind the scenes on who it impacts. So one thing that I see here is there's a hold that was placed on you when you were young. And that's because whoever your parent is or parents are also gifted. Who placed the hold? I'm not allowed to tell you that, but I do see who placed the hold on you. They're closer than you think they are. I can tell you that. The bottom of the deck is love. What's blocking your transformation, Cancer, is the betrayal of confidence and love. One thing I can say, there is a character within yourself uh, that instead of taking anger out on people, you may take anger out on nature and other things. So there is a darkness of you that nobody knows about. Sorry, I didn't mean to expose you like that. You have change here. You can't run away from your gifts, but you're not being forced to operate in your gifts as well. But if you can just go with life and not against life, and I'm not saying going with the flow, I'm saying going with life without any expectations, there will be a new birth. A new birth being born again in this change here. And it removes this hold that was placed on you. All right. 13 could be significant, Cancer. Let me see. It says, Cancer, your higher self also advises you to be open to changes showing up. It's challenging to enter the unknown, confirmation. But your higher self calming assures you that no matter what unfolds, all is in divine order and you are safe. So despite of this hold that is a blockage from your transformation, it's the transformation that it's blocking is you knowing who you are. Okay. But in regard of identity, and it doesn't strip you from your gifts. You'll just be using your gifts for a whole new purpose. What is today? Oh. You're not running out of time, Cancer. Okay. What is blocking Leo? What is blocking Leo's transformation? What you don't see, Leo, is a persistence. Dang, Leo. You want to do things your way, but unfortunately, divine said no. So you're in the way of, you're blocking your own transformation, Leo. Guidance, yeah. You're wanting to do things your way. It's really straightforward. You have engagement here. Oh. And the reason why divine doesn't want you to do things your way is because you would destroy you the power that you possess, Leo, is something that will thirst, and it will feed and feed and feed and feed and feed until there's nothing left. And so divine is not allowing you to have your way, and you're your own blockage. You don't want to listen. You have this dharma that's been implanted into you since birth. And this fire energy here, this engagement here, it's not that you're not willing to be committed, it's just you want to be committed to doing things your way. And you have to follow the rules when it comes to sorcery and alchemy. You don't get to change it. It doesn't change. You know what I mean? Water doesn't change. Hydrogen, two hydrogen, and oxygen. It's like you're trying to say, I'm going to create new water. And it's like, no, Leo. That's why divine is not allowing you to do it your way, because you're going to try to experiment in a reckless way. And the way you're going to experience is feeding off on different races. Different races. I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna be experimenting, and it's a no. Reminisce. Dang. Whoever told you, listen. You got a reading long time ago, and you've been trying to manifest this reading that a reader gave you. They were not a reader. You paid them, and they told you what you wanted to hear. Compassion. It's either you're going to submit to source and be committed to source, or you are going to, everything's going to be on hold, Leo. Not life, your gifts will be on hold. You will not be able to use your gifts. And you know what gifts I'm talking about. You're qualified. We have creativity. So it's like you're going to have to, goodness gracious, it doesn't have to be this way, Leo. It just feels like you're saying, Leo, well, okay. It's like you're saying, yo, source, all right, if you're not going to allow me to use my gifts, then I'm going to find somebody who's gifted and I'm going to use them. That's what I see here. You're going to find your prospects. Time and dance. You better not, Leo. Because whomever is protecting this person who has the same gifts that you're not allowed to use, their guides don't play about them. And you better be careful. You better be careful. Be careful, Leo. Playing with guides that you have no knowledge of. You hear me, Leo? Hold on, Leo. So Leo, overall message is you're your own blockage from this transformation, and it's just you want it your way. And divine is source is saying no, Leo. You don't get to change the way things go. New life. Goodness gracious. Teacher guides. You have 28 here. There's a Leo here where you're wanting to have you thinking by having a child, you can train that child to Leo. You're blocked from that. Source said no. But when it comes to living your life, there's no blockages. It's just using your gifts is what you're limited. When it comes to 28 new life, it says your teacher guides asks you to summon the divine feminine forces within you. With this influence, your artistic and creativity expressions comes alive. If you've been feeling sterile, stagnant, or controlled, the divine feminine forces within will loosen this up and get your creative juices flowing. Thinking of it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm hearing? This is what I'm hearing, Leo. You're saying you're not going to stop until God slows you down. And this is a warning, basically. I'm telling you, you're your own blockage. You do have these wonderful gifts and talents, but unfortunately, you're wanting to use them for all the wrong, I'm not going to say all the wrong things. It's like you're trying to recreate something. And unfortunately, the reason why you're not given access to be able to be successful with using your gifts of whatever it is that you deem as your powers is because you will. It's kind of like, let's say that this power is called love, and let's say you use love, you have access to the power of love. Everyone else also has access to the power of love, and we are all, when we practice love, meaning we have access, so we're dispersed a certain amount of love when we are operating that power. And it just feels like, Leo, it just feels like out of all the people in the world, including the children are being birthed at this moment, it's like you would consume all the power of love all by yourself, and no one will be able to use love because Leo took it all. Does that make sense, Leo? So the reason why, Leo, you don't care because you're trying to figure out how to make more love. So there's no talking to Leo. Cancer, what is blocking Cancer? What's blocking Cancer's transformation? You have persistence here. You're being asked to stop, Cancer, before you become soulless. You're getting ready to be possessed by something. You have resistant, whatever this is that's trying to possess you. It is definitely going to it is going to basically eat you alive. So if you're dabbling in the arts, you need to stop. You have clarity in reverse. You don't know how to stop whatever this is. Gratitude. Hmm. Uh, who am I talking to? Virgo. Virgo, was I calling you Cancer? My apologies. Virgo, are you in a virtual world? Do you play virtual games? There is a spirit that is possessing you. Whatever game that virtual game is real, is real indeed. Please don't entrap yourself in a reality you can't get yourself out of. We have new start and strength here. It looks like you are getting ready to um I guess you're wanting to get out of the world you're in and go into this virtual world. But you haven't even experienced the world you're in. So what's blocking your transformation is reality. Virgo, and you are being possessed by some type of entity. It's like getting away. And with this, if you decide to go into this virtual world, you're going to realize that you're not the only one, and you will starve there. It is not a land of paradise. The bottom of the deck is ambition. Oh, I don't know. I don't think you realize that you've already sworn in and told whatever entity that's in this virtual game that you were going to move into this virtual reality. I pray that you're able to experience reality in the real world. Virgo, tell me about this new start dance. I don't understand why you're afraid of reality. Why is Virgo afraid of reality? Because of a deformity about yourself. If you haven't stepped out and taken a leap of faith of actually living real life and reality, don't say that the world is against you or no one sees you or no one understands you if you've never taken a leap of faith to actually live in reality, in the real world. Because this virtual reality, it's just going to reel you in and trap you. And the level is going to get harder and harder into starvation, acceptance. Yeah. So I'm being guided to tell you, you need to tell this virtual reality game that you'll come back after you have the right to decide to experience the real world. And if you don't take liking of the real world, you'll return. That's the commitment. And whatever it is that you seek in reality, it just feels like what you seek in virtual reality, you are afraid to live out in the real world. That's the truth. And that's why I said you haven't experienced the real world, because you have a lot of people who are living virtual reality in real life, than living virtual reality in virtual reality. Hopefully that makes sense. So you need to experience real life before making a decision to be committed to a virtual reality that is going to trap you. What was good is no longer going to be good, and it will starve you. Okay. So the question I have for you, am I talking to Virgo? Are you willing to risk are you willing to risk it all for the commitment of virtual reality? Retrieval. Yep. Told you. I don't know why Divine told me to do this reading like this, but there is people in the collective that need to hear this message, and you have retrieval here. So basically, if you decide to make a commitment to virtual reality, you then are going to be assigned to be a recruiter, where basically you'll be trapped into this so the entity that's entrapped, that is trying to convince you and entrap you, you're gonna basically step into that role and try to entrap people into this virtual reality. So you have a way out, but unfortunately, your blockage from transformation is the real world. You you can't say the world doesn't love you. You can't say if you ain't never experienced the world. 52. It's like you have a lot of negative to say about the real world, and you haven't lived anything in the real world. And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I'm saying this, take the leap of faith and experience the real world, because since you are aware that this is a trap, why trap yourself? Anywho, when it comes to retrieval, it says, slow down and simplify. You're attached to too many unnecessary things and people, and it's bogging you down. Let go. What truly belongs to you will quickly return. So you need to go get this, what you truly seek, that you don't know that's within inside yourself, that's fulfillment. It's in the real world, not in virtual reality. All right, who is that? Virgo? Libra. Let's see what messages come out for you. Goodness gracious. I don't know how in the world I came up with those messages, but that's what I was seeing and that's what I was tapped into, which was kind of scary. But Scorpio, what is blocking Scorpio's transformation? What is blocking Scorpio's transformation? What is blocking Scorpio's transformation? Oh, what you don't see is engagement. I think something else flew somewhere, but it was you have a strong force around you. Who am I talking to? Libra? Libra, you have a strong force around you. All right. And your higher self is fighting hard for you. And this force that's around you is trying to deceive you. It's deceptive. It's like this force is assigned to you to prevent you from stepping into who you are. If you have someone in your life and they're not the same person anymore, just know that this person is going to get worse. It's not going to get better. Okay? This person has a type, and you fit the perfect role of this type. Like how they are going about you, Libra, it's like they're just checking off the boxes. You are doing it's like a program. It's like everything that they're doing, they've done this already. They're running a script on you, and they're checking the boxes off. I'm being guided to tell you to put this connection on pause. Once you say, hey, let's take a break, this person is going to show you who they are. And that's what's going to free you. This person is your blockage. Okay. And how they show you who they are, it's not going to put you in danger. They're going to show you who they are. So if this person never screamed at you in your face and literally cussed you out, that's what's going to happen. I don't see any DV. I just see someone, it's kind of like popping out your job. Like you're like, you know what, we need a break. And you get off of work or a lunch, and this person literally is in your face. Like, what you mean we getting a break? They've shown you who they are. And you need to go on and close that chapter, because they're stopping you from your transformation. You how am I trying to what am I trying to say? I don't want you to be another one that's a checklist for this person. Okay. You have aim here and persistence. Libra, listen, I don't once this person shows you who they are, don't ask. There's no need for you to wanting to know why they're showing you who they are the way they are. Like I said, they have a program. There's a script that they are running on you. How, I don't know how to explain it to you. It's kind of like if they trigger you, it's intentional. Once they get that trigger, then they check that off and it's something else. So basically, I don't know how to explain it. I know how to explain it. It's just I want to be able to explain it where I'm not held accountable for giving you this information. The bottom of the deck is let go. All right, you need to release this person. For some of you, this person already showed you who they are, and that's the blockage, is because you haven't released them yet. Okay. For some of you, there's someone here in a holding place. In this holding place, this person knows where you are. You didn't turn your what is it, GPS thing off. They know where you are. So just go ahead and come out from hiding, because they are definitely waiting for you to come outside. And I don't see no DV, but I just see someone showing you who they are. And the fact that you're running from this person, meaning you've already seen who they are, and there's fear, and you will recover from this. Okay, this person is not going to stop, because they know that it takes hard work to find new supply. Okay, so just no contact is what's going to help you with this transformation of getting over this toxicity from this person. I don't want to say toxic relationship, because I don't deem this connection as a relationship. Sorry. Scorpio. Oh, let me pull this. I just wanted to get out of that. I didn't like it. I started having flashbacks of being in a situation where someone told me to get butt naked, and they started to hit me with one belt buckle, then it was two, then it was three, and then it was 50 belt buckles. I counted belt buckles, not the belt. I still have scars on my body. I had no one to save me. Blood coming down my face. Okay. And I couldn't believe that it was the closest one to me, that I thought I would feel safe. So sharing this with you, my love, that you are safe. I don't see any harm. I see someone just showing you who they are. And if you continue to deal with them, then you then will help you take accountability. All right. So this is more of a safe space to say, okay, this is confirmation to leave this alone. And you will recover. There will be restoration. All right. Well, what message do you have for Libra? You have deprivation here. Healing. See? 7. I love this, which is good. Everything is going to be okay. Let's see. 34. 34. It says, you may find yourself feeling fearful about your finances and security right now. This may cause you to be overly frugal, withhold, deprive yourself, or even hoard. To get back into the flow of things, your healing guides urge you to reconnect to the divine source once again. All right. It's okay, divine. I knew, but forgive me for, everyone wants a relationship. What kind of relationship? I'm not worried about that. But everyone, I don't believe that people want to be alone. And people who say, I want to be alone, it's because they need to heal something about themselves that has positioned them to want to be alone. No one deserves to be alone. We have too many people in this world to be alone. Okay? Moving forward. All is well, Libra. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's blocking your transformation. What's blocking Scorpio's transformation, please? What's blocking Scorpio's transformation? What is blocking Scorpio's transformation? You have joy in the air and ambition. I just got through saying this. I'm talking to a Scorpio where you're saying, I don't need no love. I don't want no people. I just want me, myself, and I. You a lie. That's what's blocking you from experiencing what you're saying that you don't want. The bottom of the deck is balance. You lying. You hurting yourself. Hurting yourself. I mean, it sounds all good hearing it. Like, dang, Scorpio don't need nobody. Okay, Scorpio. Shoot. All right, well, go on in and be overly independent. Knowing you hurting. You have no one to help you with your wounds. You don't have nobody to pick you up. You saying no to all the wrong things, Scorpio, and that's your blockage from your transformation. Yours is very straight to the point. What does that say? Independence? You know what, Scorpio? I'm not going to call you out like that. I'm not going to call you out like that. And the reason why I'm not going to call you out like that is because I love you. Everybody doesn't deserve to be called out, especially when a person is so confident with saying they don't need nobody. And when you say it and when you get to by yourself, you hurt yourself because you don't have nobody. That's what's going on behind the scenes. Self-conflictions. And this is your intervention, Scorpio. You need to stop self-conflicting yourself behind the scenes. 1, 2, you do need somebody in your life. And I don't care if that's you just taking out your time to saying, hey, source, I just want to thank you for another day. So let's just start there before we move on to actually having a physical person. Okay? I'm here. And I'm not trying to sound, like, I hope it doesn't sound firm, but I have to be assertive with you, Scorpio, because this is a serious situation. Thank you. That's ease in reverse. You need somebody. I believe that I was talking past tense for you. As of yesterday, you were so certain that you don't need nobody. And as of you listening to this reading, you need somebody. Ease is in reverse. You need someone to help you pick you back up. Or you actually need someone to help you physically. 55. I was wondering why, because I was supposed to stop my readings at 5 o'clock, and I was so certain. I said, I'm gonna knock this out the ballpark. Like, we're gonna get this done. It's 6:05. Scorpio, you is now taking my time. Yes, I can end this live right now, but I believe in bad karma. I'm here to serve you, and you know it's okay to release if you need to. And I'm talking about tears. If you need to scream, scream. If that's going to make it feel better. You're not the only one who had moments or convinced themselves that they didn't need nobody. There's somebody for you. Platonically, romantically, someone you can call family. But let's first start with acknowledging of being grateful for even being able to acknowledge life and existence. Now, if you are crippled or you're currently in a situation where you need assistance and you're like, dang, I don't have nobody to help me. You know what I mean? I get it. They do have these programs. I don't know how old you are, but they have these programs where the government will pay someone to help you, to get around, do things around the house, get into town or whatnot. Okay. When it comes to ease, it says, this is not an overpromise or a lie. You are the beloved child of God. Oh my gosh, I feel like crying. It says, and the universe infinitely and boundlessly loves you. I think you, Scorpio, you're loved. And when we're in those mindset that we don't need nobody, that's attached to it, that there's no love. You have love coming through. You just got to remove the mindset of thinking you don't need nobody. For those of you who are injured and you actually need physical assistance, you got to get out of yourself. And, I don't know what kind of environment you are in, but unfortunately, you just have to face the fact that, allow the assistance to come in to help you remove that clutter out of your house or where you live. Allow people to help you clean things up. Okay? Because when you hoard things or have too much things, energy, negative energy feeds off of that. Okay? That's an unnecessary weight. All right? Now, I will say that I'm not a believer of that saying that a cleanless house is a God house, because I've learned that most people, the most out of OCD clean person is the most evil person. That's what I've learned. That most people who are like beyond like specks and clean, like they have a lot of darkness about themselves that are behind the scenes. Okay, so I just had to get that out there. But all is well. I will say this: you can pull yourself out of this situation, but you have to be willing to. Okay, you have to be willing to. Like I said, you're not the only one, Scorpio, who has been in in the mindset of have convincing yourself that you don't need nobody. Okay, you can still have people help you. Doesn't mean that you have to have somebody physically in your face all the time. I don't know who I'm talking to. Okay, so I don't want to generalize it. So, whoever you are, you do need someone. Okay. All right. Sagittarius, what's blocking Sagittarius? Sabrina, your picture is beautiful. You said beautiful to me. Thank you. Or are you saying the reading? I say thank you to both. All right. For Sagittarius, what's blocking Sagittarius? Sagittarius, you have guidance here. You don't want nobody to tell you nothing, Sagittarius. You got to, you listen, Sagittarius. This don't got nothing to do with being no student. This has to do with Sagittarius. If I see that there are snakes on the other side of that street, I can see them, right? Because I have the gift of sight. But you can't see them. And I say, Sagittarius, don't go across the street. It's snakes over there. And you just looking at me, you ignoring me, and you just going right across that, going on the street. And now you're getting attacked by these snakes. And you looking at me for you to save you. I told you not to go over there across the street. It's snakes over there. Sagittarius, what's blocking your transformation is you need to work on your trust issues for the most part. At least hear people out when they telling you something. Don't, it's kind of like, the answer that you may seek may come in the form of somebody telling you something. Don't cut somebody off when they talking to you. Just listen. I feel like I'm talking to a Sagittarius that I know. But what I will say this is, Sagittarius, what's also blocking you is you're not doing what you want to do. You're doing everything what everyone else wants you to do. You're restricted. And in order for you to go through this transformation of you owning ownership of your life and the experience that you want to experience, you are going to have to put these people in place. Like, you know what? I have been respectful. I have been doing everything that you've been wanting me to do, but unfortunately, I need to make my own decision. And it's just based off of image. You know what I mean? Somebody doesn't want the image to be tainted. Life depends on it. I'm all about family and legacy and stuff like that. This is the rules of the family, and this is how it goes. We abide by the rules. I get that part. But when it comes to your personal life, Sagittarius, you're going to let them rule that too? No one should tell you who and who you cannot be with. But when it comes to the imagery of the family, I understand where you're coming from. Respect is where respect is. So you have a couple of things coming through when it comes to your blockage, your transformation. You have Dreamer here in reverse. So either you're going to be a rebel about the situation, or you're going to be obedient and continue to be humble and content and be comfortable. You're taken care of. Life is good, but you don't get to do what you want to do. There's also a Sagittarius here where until you start listening to people, it don't mean you got to listen to everybody, but hear what people have to say, because it can help you with whatever it is whatever your plans is for your future. A student, when a teacher shows up, allow the teacher to teach. It's kind of like, say you're saying, oh man, I really want to do this, right? And then universe makes it to where someone comes into your life to tell you how to do something, and you cut them off. And I'm gonna say this: successful people don't have time to be. They're not no ass kissers. They're not gonna waste their time to deal with no stubbornness. No one owes you nothing, Sagittarius. You owe yourself. So you are your own blockage, is what I see. Some of my other Sagittarius is what I see. Family and work is your blockage. Now, I get it when it comes to, family image, like I said, but when it comes to your personal life, that should be off limits. So, What are the messages you have for Sagittarius? Thank you. Thank you. I know I try to make sure I tell myself I'm beautiful as much as possible. I think I'm in love with myself. I don't think I'm in love enough with myself, and not in a conceited way. It's just like I'm going on a journey of who is that? Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman married himself, right? I think I want to marry myself, and I'm trying to figure out a way to. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I do. That's on my to-do list, is to marry myself. And I know it sounds out there, but I want to be able to, I want to make a commitment to myself before I make any other commitments to anyone, you know? But anywho, Sagittarius, you have survival here. So don't be a rebel, because being a rebel, you work too hard where you are. But when it comes down to some people trying to come into your life to help you, don't get mad. Just hear people out. You're not going to know what's ahead if you don't listen. Sagittarius, you have 30. It says, stop blaming yourself or others for what has occurred so you can start to heal. Learning from your experiences, especially be willing to clear any illusions you have about others and see them for who they are and not for who you want them to be. So this, no one is against you, Sagittarius. People have good intentions. It's just like, if you're not going to listen to me, then why do I need to waste my breath? You know what I mean? In regards to people who have your best interest in heart, it's not that they're trying to control your personal life, Sagittarius. It's not about proving who you love or who you take liking to. It's about live your life. Maybe you used to stop overly sharing your personal life, and you don't have to worry about people trying to control how you should operate your personal life, Sagittarius. I love you. All right, Sagittarius. Till we meet again. Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what's blocking your transformation. What's blocking Sagittarius's transformation, please? What does Sagittarius need to see? I mean, Capricorn. Let me shuffle some more. Capricorn, my apologies. Capricorn, what is blocking Capricorn's transformation, and what does Capricorn need to see that's blocking Capricorn's transformation? Whatever it is, it's a no, Capricorn. You have choices. Dang, choices and allowance. Until you make the right choice, and this is what I'm saying. The head end of the coin, the Capricorn. Until you make the right choices, the universe is not going to bless you. Okay, and the head end of the coin. Until you make the right choices, you are going to have to be forced to be drowned by your own emotions. You are going to mermaids. Damn it. I can't tell you that. I'm going to tell you this. No one's going to save you, Capricorn. So your blockage is making the right choices, Capricorn. I don't know why you're not making the right choices. Insight. Who are you paying attention to? So Capricorn, you are a prince. Spiritually, you are a prince. And you are wanting what someone else has. Whoever this person is. Capricorn. Correction, you are not a prince. This thing that is on your head is something you made. It's kind of like those things that girls put on their head. Gratitude. Dang, Capricorn. New message, Capricorn. You have 3 different personalities. What's blocking you is you're waiting for someone to save you. What's also blocking you is you're making the wrong choices. You choose to. You're not forced to. You choose to. You have 3 different personalities. Why does Capricorn... Dang. You need to choose one. What's the baggage? What is the baggage? Confidence and let go. Capricorn, I don't know what it is. Every time I get you, I'll say out of the whole year, I probably had like 10 good messages for you. The rest of the year, it has been nothing but like, I have nothing against you, Capricorn. I love you. The baggage is you not being able to let go. The baggage is you have low self-esteem. You don't know who you are. With these, you could be bipolar, and I'm not diagnosing anybody. I'm channeling here. What else? You have deadly instincts, expectations. You're being controlled by someone, by whoever this person is. They're a truth teller. They say that they're a truth teller, but they are not. You remind me of a Capricorn. You do. You remind me of a Capricorn. Capricorn. Whoever is controlling you, they know how to keep you controlled. Until you stop allowing this person to control you, they are going to be blocking you from your own transformation. You have recognition here. You just want to please whoever this is. Like you just want to be in their good graces all the time. Whoever this is plays with dark arts. And the reason why you try to stay in their favor is because they have some type of contract over you to where, you feel the pain. So whenever you feel pain in your body, that's this person. I don't know what kind of witch you would call this kind of person. I don't think this person is called as it could be a root, not a doctor, someone who knows the roots. Like deep, like slavery stuff. Bottom of the deck is independence here. You're afraid of your own independence, Capricorn. Now we hear, I don't know if you guys can hear a dog barking, but it's a dog barking. You have self-love here. So you're being asked to allow your guides to show you how to orchestrate this self-love into your life. And maybe that could ignite or remove the blockage. Because if it ignites, that means you're going to step into this independence. If it is removed, and then it just feels like Capricorn, people may say you're a new person. Maybe you're going to make a choice that you've never made before. It's kind of like If someone was to say, mention you Capricorn, it would be, yeah, I seen Capricorn, and Capricorn changed their life around. That type of vibe. 47. I never thought Capricorn would change their life around. 47. All right. It says, are you an earthly soul who loves to garden, work with your hands, build, design, cook, and create, then go outdoors, explore markets, visit garden, a design center, or better yet, create your own workshop, a studio space that allows you to make things you love. Your loving nature spirits encourage you to build your life around your true nature. This is the foundation of self love. So, a blockage is someone that's controlling your life. I do see someone who knows the dark arts and they torture you in some type of way. And then I see choosing to make the wrong choices, wanting to be saved, but for the most part, the trajectory can change, Capricorn. That's when you are ready. You need to let go of the past and you need to work on your self esteem. Okay, there's some insecurities. Um, Moving forward, I love this deck. It is gorgeous. I do. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's blocking your transformation. What's blocking Aquarius's transformation, please? Goodness gracious. So you can't hear the dog barking? Oh my God. I'm gonna put the dog back in the backyard. It's gonna be barking all night. It's gonna be barking all night because I'm not gonna keep putting the dog in the backyard. It's getting out. You have compassion up in the air. It's almost something that you don't see. So there's something that you there's a possibility that you may not emphasize is that a word? Emphasize for yourself or someone. Like I'm gonna just be real. You may not have pity for yourself or for someone. You have let go here, but technically you do. So if this is just regarding you, you do care about yourself. It's just you don't know how to let go of whatever it that disturbs you from moving forward. You have some type of commitment in your past that you're like, oh, I don't know how to let go. I'm prepared to move forward, but how do I let go? You're showing that you've let go of and release, but technically you haven't. Um, so your blockage of transformation is the past. Who am I talking to? Aquarius? Aquarius, you have patience and balance here. You need to accept that you're a wounded warrior. You look good though. I will tell you that. You need to be patient. When you are patient, you are safe. Uh, there's no need for you to hide, Aquarius. Allow people to see your wounds, your scars. What's preventing Aquarius from moving forward? Besides this letting go, curiosity, strength, aim, grace, and joy. You don't want to be trapped, Aquarius. So you're stagnant. You're stagnant. And it's not stagnant in a negative way. It's just you're at a pause. You're at a standstill. And what scares you is that if you were to move forward, there's a possibility that you move forward with vengeance, Aquarius. That's what's dormant inside of you is vengeance. All right. also. I like the fact that you are in tune with yourself. If you choose to move forward with vengeance, you have all right to do it. Okay. What else for Aquarius? Told you. Community here. You have community coming through for you, Aquarius. There's something that you're going to be enlightened about, Aquarius, when you decide to let go of the past. You don't have to use vengeance all the time. When you're curious, don't use vengeance. You only use, you don't need to use it at all. You have people that's going to show up for you who has vengeance for, not that, who will use vengeance for you. You have 56 here. All right, Aquarius, extend yourself in brand new ways rather than wait for an invitation of coffee. For example, be the one to ask first. There are people out there seeking you, but it's up to you to light the spark in your eyes. Smile and turn on the charm so that you can find you in the crowd. So, Aquarius, when you're ready to let go of the past, it's very clear as day that the past has bruised you. You're still attractive, but just know this as a side note. There are traps that you can be committed to, but unfortunately, the path that's ahead of you is not associated with these traps. I feel like this is your past. Okay, so go ahead and move on with life and allow people to help you and allow people to fight your battles because that's what it looks like. Aquarius, Pisces, thank you so much for being patient. Let's go ahead and see what is blocking your transformation. Anything happened to that dog, who the person is going to be responsible, and it's not going to be me. Because that's an innocent dog. Not even a sacrifice will clear that up. That dog is barking. That dog hasn't gotten out in months. And now it's out. Just barking. Anyhow. What is blocking Pisces transformation? You have journey here. You're comfortable where you are. Ain't nobody forcing you to go through no transformation, Pisces. You are comfortable and how life is. Okay? I don't need to go any further. You have gratitude. Okay? Pisces, do you want me to sit here and make something up? Strength here. The reason why you don't want to continue on your journey is because you don't want to take no one with you. So when it comes to people, places, and things, Pisces, don't allow that to stop you from living your life. I see that life is good and comfortable, but it just seems like you don't want to carry, you deemed certain things as a burden that you don't want to take with you. You have expectations, new start, and growth connected to what's being pulled here with the Strength card. You feel like if you were to take someone with you, that they would, abandon you, change on you. I get it. So it looks like you're waiting for someone to walk away from you so you can move forward. Yeah. You want things to go back the way they were, starting all over again afresh before you embark on a new journey. So if you're in a relationship, you are positioning yourself to where this person leaves you, then you leave them. Teamwork is coming through. I'm going to show you this card. You had truth coming through too. So it just feels what it feels like, Pisces, is you have this beginning and you don't want to take someone with you. You have teamwork here. Your angel guides are here to help you. Your angel guides has their energy all around this just to give you a peace of mind. So would this person leave you? Yes, they will, and they're going to leave you with confidence. So they will be under the pressure that they're leaving a wounded warrior, but unfortunately, you're not wounded. You're going to be restored. It says, in other words, you are surrounded by a flow of loving support and have become the person you are today because of many sources of love who helped you get you here. Recognize and appreciate your helpers, and their support will continue to flow into your life. So whoever you are in a relationship with, they don't help you. I can see why you don't want to take them with you. I can see why you're not going through any transformations, because this person you don't want them to be a part of those experiences. I get it. I get it. Overall angel guide message for all the zodiac signs: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Angel guide message, please. Learning experience is your angel guide's message, you guys, in regards to your what's blocking your transformation, is that it is an ongoing learning experience. Once you're able to remove one blockage, just know that there's a possibility in the future that another one happens. And that's what's the hero's journey. It just repeats itself over and over again. You triumph some, you win, you lose some. Okay? Learning experience, you have Virgo energy here, going within. F H I J K elemental P. Let me see. Learning experience. All right. It says you have dedicated a lot of your time, viewer, effort, and energy to understand yourself and the world, and you have many experiences recently that have been great teachers. Even though not everything has been easy or perfect, there has been a positive in that you have come to understand yourself and your gifts and your abilities to better than ever. You are deeply connected with who you are, what you stand for, and what's important to you in your life. When this card appears for you, viewer, angels are acknowledging the challenges and obstacles you have surmounted recently. Although it may have been a difficult time for you, your faith and inner strength have increased. Know that the cloud has a silver lining, and you will soon have moved beyond the feelings of being stuck or unsupported. Those were the messages for you, my love. Don't forget, love is kind. Don't forget, love is gentle. Until we meet again.